Okay, we're going to have a look at mounting the oil tank today. This is the original battery box, and as if you remember, I said I was going to turn it upside down, and that's upside down now, and use that to mount the oil tank. Since I last showed you it, I've actually cut down one of these ears and drilled a couple of holes. This is the weld-on plate, and the spacing of the holes matches that. I've also turned down a couple of bolts, not stainless, these ones. I couldn't bring myself to ruin these beautiful ones that I get from Barleycorn, so these are just plain old mild steel ones, or whatever they are. So we're going to have a go at mounting this on there. First of all, I'm going to put it on the bike. Set you up here, where hopefully you'll be able to see some things that are going on. How's that look? Not too bad. So as I said before, this goes in upside down. It goes in. It's almost identical to where the welded plate would be, and it gives me the flexibility to do all kinds of other things. If I use these narrow head bolts, there's no problem with them getting anywhere near the tank either and causing mayhem. It's amazing how all these little jobs take up the time, even if you're not doing anything, even if you're just bolting together standard parts. But people that build custom bikes, I've no idea how they do it so quickly. People that file six-cylinder engines together. So I think just a pair of bolts on this tray will be enough to hold this. I don't think I need to. Well, the other thing is at the angle I want it, like this, the holes, the other pair of holes don't line up anyway. Trusty BSA fits everything spanner. Well, because of all the problems I've been having with video and audio and everything, I'm going to try and make these videos in shorter segments and join them together, because it's a nightmare to edit them when they're all over the place, and when you don't have a cameraman or an audio person. I'm looking at you, Ted, a real one. If stuff stops recording, you can be obliviously talking away for a stupid amount of time, only to lose it all, which is quite frustrating. There's no way I'm going to do the job again. Okay. So the next thing is to put the. I'm going to film this. I'll bring the camera back. I need to put the foam on the inside of this retaining strap. Check which bits you can see what I'm doing. This stuff you always need like something razor sharp to separate the plastic. Come on. Everyone knows there we go, a shortcut way of doing this, then please let me know. Okay, stick this on. No. Ha. There we go. And now I'll put it back here. So oil tank. I'm missing. Well, I had a piece of rubber that was to go on here, but similar to the one that's on the bottom of the tank right now, if you can see that. But I stuck it on the other one before I had this idea, so I don't have that. But for now, I'm just going to put it on, and I'll take it off another later and put a piece on. I just want to make sure everything fits. So plenty of clearance with my low profile bolt heads. This hopefully just slots in. This side's in. I do have another one of these bikes with a central oil tank, and that one's held in with tie wraps. So this is really fancy. Okay, I think that's just great. Why is that so tight? This side, it's nothing like that tight. Okay, that side's going on fine. What's going on this one? Huh. No, that's not right. Wow. Wow. That's weird. No, I'm going to have to run a dye over that. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to run a dye over it. Well, I don't know if these were plated in something or what, but that took a lot of effort to clean those threads up. It seemed to be much more than cleaning them, but anyway, I think they're all right now. Try again. I know it's hard when people are making pattern bits that are sometimes copied from patterns of patterns and all the rest of it, but sometimes just stuff like, I don't know, the nuts were supplied with this thing, so weird. That's a lot more secure than a tie wrap. I'm going to have a little go to see if I can figure out something for the tank, the fuel tank that is. These are kind of various BSA rubbers that space the tank up, and I think one of these tall ones and a not so tall one, throttle cable up underneath like that, and then the tank to sit on top of them. I just need to remove this bolt, which is all fine, but this tank is it's really designed for C15, and the center mounting is further back, so I think the tank's going to sit something like that. Seat comes up nearly up to there. It can't go much further forward because there's not enough space for there's not a big enough gap here for to go around the tube. So about in the middle is about right, and I think it's a couple of inches back from where that bolt is. So cunning plan is I'm just going to try a very simple strap like this. Bolt that in there, drill and tap a hole through here, and use that for the new center bolt. Various problems, it just might not be strong enough. This is a piece of stainless, it's not that thick, so not much to tap into. I don't have a piece of steel. If I had a piece of steel, I could at least have a go at welding a nut on it, but anyway, just going to see if I can make it all fit tight enough. Pencil here, which I'm hoping I can poke through the tank hole and mark where I should drill the next hole. So let's see. So I think, shall I go on I'm not sure if I'm blocking the view. Go on the other side. That's too far back because it's touching on so it's got to go about there. Yeah, it is about almost exactly 2 inches, I would say. So yeah, I'm going to cut this off, drill and tap a hole there, and we'll bolt it all up and see what it works like. See you in a minute. Well, I think that's possibly the worst quality bracket a person has ever made, but we won't worry about that in a minute. All I care about is the distance between the holes, not the fact that they're a million miles off on the center of the bracket, but hopefully the camera will be fuzzy enough and you won't be able to see it properly anyway, so that's fine. But I've put this in, there's a hole drilled and tapped, quarter cycle thread. I'll put the hole in the middle of the frame even though it's not in the middle of the bracket, and I'll do this up as tight as I can. And we'll see how sturdily, if at all, that can hold the tank in place. I think there'll have to be some sort of bracing underneath it as well, but yeah. So the tank comes with a... I'm not worried about the throttle cable for now. Can I see that hole? It's there, I think. So there's a spring washer, which don't do any good. Washer. Piece of rubber hose, which is... Where does that piece of rubber go? I'll try without that for the minute. You need to get out of the way, hose, cable. So something is... Problem is that it's just a bit too high, I think, now. Yeah, it is. But anyway, let's just try the principle of the thing. Before I do that, I will just try. I didn't try that the bolt goes in. Oh, that's interesting. So that bolt doesn't even extend. So there must be something that sticks up inside it on a C15. Gonna need a longer bolt. See if I've got one. Nope. That's the other thing, is have I tapped it the right size? No, I haven't. Let's pretend this shot didn't happen. Okay, well the idea is okay, but the execution is terrible, so I've got to do it all again, but more or less it does hold it quite well. I had to do some bending and stuff to make it work, but it's got to come further back because the fuel exit is right where the carburetor is, and I'm worried I'm going to be able to get it to line up at all, in fact, actually. which is a bit of a pain. It would be really nice if it had been on the other side, or if I had a choice of sides, but no, it's only that one. Actually, yeah, further forward is not going to work at all. The only choice is further back, a little bit further back, or higher up somehow, which is another possibility. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the bracket because it's a right old bodge, but we'll get there.